Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales, a curated 5e Dungeons & Dragons adventure set in the tales of the Yawning Portal campaign module by Wizards of the Coast. Previously on Tavern Tales, a song echoes throughout the Black Lake, warning the Stonehammers that there is something out there. And as Eldith crosses the second bridge, it collapses on her, spilling her into the river and warning the singer of their approach.
Sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise your glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? 1 beer or two, I'll drink to you.
You can see as Eldith falls into the river and flows out into a lake that you have reached this giant subterranean lake. The roof stretches 100 feet or more above you. There is black water all around you and in front of you. The river's pouring into this lake. Off in the distance, you hear the sound of the river pick up way, way far away. You know, like a good 200 feet. This lake is huge. You can dimly make out an island kind of in the middle of it, and reflected for some reason or other. Maybe there's shiny bits or whatnot. None of you have torches of the light because you all have your dwarven dark vision. You can barely dimly make out something glowing there in the distance. You're not too sure what it is.
So we're all in the water.
Just you are in the water. Everyone else is on the embankment, but now you can see this lake spread out before you.
We have issues with rivers as a family. I feel like this is a common
More specifically.
problem.
Fair.
I was trying to take a little bit off you, but it is, you are a common denominator as well.
I just like water, apparently.
Just going to read the description here that I have already read verbatim from my mind, but the dilapidated, now fallen bridge leads to another ledge that winds southeast alongside a very large lake, apparently the source of the underground river. The cavern is quite large, the lake's far shore lost in shadow, and the echoes of water seem to indicate a very sizable cavern you find yourselves in. What would you like to do?
I'd like to get out of the water, please.
Hey, you're being swept forward. Make a athletics check.
15.
That is enough for you to have swum over, and you can haul yourself up on the edge of the lake. That's going to take a little bit of time to get over. What are the rest of you going to do? You're now on the other side of the bridge where there's kind of a beach, a shore sort of thing. What are the rest of you going to do? Eldith has washed up on the southern shore of the lake. You're all a broken bridge away from Eldith. What would you like to do?
How far across is it?
It's like a 15-foot cross. Raging river under.
Could we jump it by chance?
You could make a difficult athletics check to be a 15 or so in order to get a good enough running start. Jump it. You fail, though, you're going to take 2d6 bashing damage and fall into the river.
Is there any other way across that we can see?
There's several ways across. You'd have to go through the river, and there's no way to stay dry and cross the river.
I mean, I could Misty Step.
Yes, and you'd use one of your spell slots to do
Which,
so.
this is why I'm not doing it, because I want those for later.
If they swan dived into the river, would it cut some of the damage they would take?
Oh, if they just jump into the river, they're not going to take any damage.
Oh.
It's only if you're trying to jump across
Yeah,
the
that makes
remains of the bridge.
Actually, I'm going to tie a rope from my bag around my waist.
I don't think you have any rope.
I don't have any rope?
No, there's no
Doesn't
rope
everybody
left.
have rope?
No rope is left. It's all been used up. This is the end of the adventure. All the rope is gone.
We tied up all those ogres or orcs.
And my stupid black box does nothing.
Right, you've got that wooden box.
It's not a flotation device.
Okay, I say let's just jump in the
I guess
river
we'll
and
jump
then
in, yeah.
jump out.
I mean, you're not going to jump in the river there. You'll back up, jump in the river, swim across, and then end up where Eldith is.
Yes, agreed.
5 sopping wet dwarves huddle on a riverbank together. the form of Durgeddon appears, standing on the lake itself, pointing to the island. You can dimly make out and see that glimmer of something over there. I'll remind you again that the voice that was singing when Eldith destroyed the bridge cut off abruptly. The figure points to the island and points to Tessakar.
Well, I guess I gotta go for a swim.
Then it points to the island and points specifically at Tessakar. But not like to all of Tessakar, to a specific part of Tessakar. Your bag. Your pack.
What's in the bag?
What's in the bag?
The image of Durgeddon the Black gets angry and frustrated and rolls his eyes and then mimes reaching into a bag and pulling something out of the bag.
Tessakar opens his bag and pulls stuff out.
He shakes his head repeatedly. Oh, no, shaking it.
Puts everything back in the bag.
Eventually, not everything. You're pulling stuff out, right? You're like,
Yeah.
my Tinder? No, my extra shirt? No.
Is it this black box that you gave me?
Eldith's journal of personal feelings and thought? No.
My stained underwear.
And the box is pulled out, and Durgeddon finally nods,
Nice.
frustrated, and looks at you expectantly.
I am holding the box.
Yes.
Hey, it's a black box. They're getting the black.
Well, it was never black until just now.
Oh,
It's always just been a wooden box, but that's fine.
it
It's
says black
wonderful.
on my sheet. That's why I said black.
You have a black bag, but not a black box.
Okay, it's just wooden.
Yeah, wooden box. But I don't care.
Fine.
It's delightfully black now. And he
Once you
looks
go
at you
black.
expectantly.
I look at the box and I say, "You're getting the black." Does it open?
No, it doesn't
Damn
do
it.
anything there. You've said that before.
All right, black the Durgeddon.
We're gonna do this all day?
The figure points to you. It's off in the distance. He's standing on the lake, and he mimes to like putting the box in the water.
I'll put the box in the water.
And all of you stand there expecting something magical to happen, and nothing happens at all. It just kind of floats in the water.
I'm gonna go in the water with the box.
Okay, sure. I mean, you're soaking wet already anyway. What's a
Yeah.
little more water? You go into the water with the box. You're holding it. You're standing like waist deep in the water, and it starts to sink a little bit, then bobs back up and starts to sink a little bit, bob back up.
I put it under the water.
Okay, and you let it go, and it pops back up, or kind of doesn't. And do you say anything?
I hold the box and I start doggy kicking to the island with the box.
Maybe try saying something.
Yeah, it starts to sink a little bit. Durgeddon looks disappointed. You're standing there waist deep in the lake. What do you say to the box?
Stop that sinking.
Okay, that's
Float, motherfucking box.
That's too many words.
No, it isn't. Motherfucking
Motherfucking
is hyphenated.
Okay.
in the language of the dwarves. There's a word that you would say instead of saying like stop that sinking. It's a single dwarvish word. What is the single dwarvish word you would say for stop that sinking?
In Dwarvish?
In dwarvish.
Garrett dog.
The box starts to sink, and you said like stop that sinking, right?
Yeah.
And then you say in dwarven,
Get a dog.
and the box rips itself free of your hands, pops like a cork to the surface, and begins to roll out like a transformer into a boat.
Woo. That's some cool shit.
It's this beautiful wooden boat with a single mast, bunch of oars, and it has written on the side of it in common, the stay afloat, damn it.
That's funny.
Same color of wood as the box you've been carrying with you the whole adventure.
Cool.
I would have liked this when Eldith fell in the river.
Just so you know that this is called a foldable boat.
Freaking foldable boat.
That's so cool.
You can turn it into a box, a large boat like you've made now, and kind of a 1 or 2 person raft sort of thing.
Well, I guess we have a ride to the island.
You had a boat this whole time? Eldith almost drowned?
I mean, I didn't know that I had a boat. So, that's awkward.
Okay. Can we all get
Anybody's-
on the boat?
Yeah.
Melison's gonna get on the boat and then say, "I'm on a boat."
That's what I was gonna do. I
You
was
say
waiting
that,
for it.
and the whole boat rocks. Something has bumped it underneath the lake.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, get in the boat quick.
You're all in the boat.
Start paddling.
We start rowing. High row, high row. It's off to the island we go.
They see you rowing. They Hayden.
Yeah.
I'm just in awe. Oscar is in awe due to the fact that box autobotted into a boat.
Yeah, it's very deceptive.
Ha!
Decepticon.
More like Deceptipro. Yeah, there you go. You're
Well-
the captain of your own ship.
Tessakar's going to go to the bow of the boat and he's going to look out on the water and just keep his eyes very attentively study and search the water and see if he can see into it as they're going along.
That glowing thing that you can see as you get closer is at the pinnacle of a giant mound of coins and other valuables. There are weapons, candelabras, all of those things that you picture when you think of like Scrooge McDuck's money bin. That's it. And at the pinnacle is the shining, glowing crystal fist of Durgeddon.
Ooh.
And it is still encased in the crystal that had held it previously.
I think we're supposed to get that.
It's handy it's on top. We don't have to go digging for it. How convenient.
So it's in the middle of a lake. Are there undead in the bottom of this lake? And do we have to drink out of a weird shell-shaped liquid thing that's going to cause us to be endlessly thirsty? Just wondering.
Asking for a friend?
Asking for a Dumbledore.
That was very specific.
Yeah, I was going to say, is there going to be a phoenix flying in anytime soon? Do I need the sword?
boat is bumped again.
See, that doesn't bode well with me, guys.
Deaf undead underneath this, definitely.
Are we able to try and see into the water if we can try and make out what it is?
Water as black as night. There is no light at all in here except from the light of Durgeddon's fist.
Would this be a good time to cast Bless?
I know that you have that readied, so
Can
Okay.
somebody remind me of what the limerick was for the? I just feel like it'd be a good time to repeat it.
I think we're pretty much at the end of it with the gauntlet.
5 fingers, 5 stone hammers, bloody blah, black shadow over my heart. 5 levels to descend, bloody blah.
Weird
5
riddle.
choices to make. Tooth of stone, finger of smoke, the pointer finger. There's a smoke of tooth and tooth of stone hill to the north. That's all I have written down.
Thanks for sharing.
I will read this for you. A short distance offshore sits a small isle 30 or 40 feet across. Stalagmites thrust up at the ceiling above, and the dark waters lap quietly at its shores. Several spots on its surface glimmer even in the gloom, suggesting the promise of the treasure to be had.
Are we able to determine if they're actually stalagmites this time?
They are not stalagmites, they are actually the mounds of gold coins.
Okay, so not a secret roper.
It is not a secret roper.
Okay, good.
Because we've been fooled before.
Indeed you have. The boat is rocked a third and final time. Can you all make very easy acrobatics checks to stay aboard the ship?
I've never been good at these.
I'm on a boat.
I'm on a motherfucking boat.
I think I'm still on a boat. I hope. Oh,
All right, what'd you get, Melusine?
fell off the boat.
4.
Oh,
That is not sufficient, Melusine. Everybody else beat a 5.
yeah.
Everybody else watches as Melusine windmills once, twice, and can you describe toppling heavily into the water?
I toss my mandolin to the nearest stone hammer and fall ungracefully because I was focused on getting the mandolin out of the water.
Bloosh. Melusine falls into the lake, the black mirror.
Huh.
Now roll initiative.
Oh,
I was going to say, is it possible
No!
for me to catch her before she falls in?
Not with a 4.
I had a 22.
You had indicated that you wanted to cast Bless. Would
Yes.
you like to wipe that out and not cast Bless and make an attempt to grab Melusine?
Yes.
Okay. It's a very difficult challenge, and if you don't succeed by 10, you'll fall in the lake as well.
Can I assist?
No.
Yeah, I'll
I
use
was
my
thinking
glue.
like kind of
Can I inspire her with my mandolin toss?
as you're falling.
You threw your mandolin to the deck of the ship. All right. So what you need is a 22.
I just had that. That's not going to happen again.
How convenient of a number.
No.
Aw.
Did you miss it by 10?
What am I doing?
This is a dexterity acrobatics check.
Damn, 11.
That is not a 12, which is what you needed to...
It would
So-
have been with athletics.
Bloosh. In goes Eldith as well. What does Eldith say as she reaches for Melusine and falls into the water as well?
Son of a bitch.
very, very on brand for you.
And the boat turns back into it. No, I'm just kidding.
And then we're all in the water. Thanks.
You still don't
Tessicar
know.
is so upset seeing Eldeth go into the water yet again.
As soon as I fall into the water and realize what's happened, can I now use my scroll of water walk?
We are rolling initiative.
So I can't use my scroll,
You will definitely be able to do so,
but not yet.
but not yet. Roll initiative.
Wanna. Oh, okay. I do wanna.
You're like,
Where the hell
hey.
is that?
Nah. Never when you need it.
How do we use the white gems again?
Changes the story.
With your
All right.
words.
I think I want to
Use your
bring back
words.
Drunky soon. She didn't fall in the water.
For the 10th time in this adventure. Bad things?
How did we do for initiative? Eldith.
Natural 20 bitches. So 23.
Fogger.
17.
Melusine.
17. Pew, pew, pew.
Twinsies!
Oscar.
5.
Tessicar.
14.
Almost got that in order. Darn it. We now are in initiative. Are you all kind of sure what you're fighting here? Any guesses as to what it is that you're about to do battle with?
Ogo Pogo.
Some sort of Hydra, maybe?
A dragon that swims
Yes.
underwater.
Is it Calcrix?
Good question.
No, I would love that this was Calcrix, but this is not Calcrix.
Calcrix
try.
was also a white dragon.
Is it a distant cousin of Calcrix?
I mean, in that it is also
Sally
a dragon.
Crix.
Does anybody remember what color of dragon it is?
Green.
I
Acid.
like how you both said green, but you're both really
Yeah,
wrong.
you
green
want it to
green
be
dragons
green.
don't breathe acid. Green dragons breathe poison.
Oh, right.
Copper.
Which one is green? Acid is yellow?
There is no yellow dragon.
Which one
Brass.
breathes?
Those are good dragons.
Yeah, it's not going to be metallic.
Let's
Acid
just
is
say
acid
random
is blood.
colors.
I know. Yeah, it does feel
It's-
like they're just.
It's a
saying-
black dragon.
There we are. Thank you,
Black.
Marie
I
Claire.
was going to look at the Dragonborn and see what the different choices were.
It's a black dragon.
Which was said in the previous game.
We know Alyssa.
I'm wearing my cloak of the manta ray.
I know that you're wearing your cloak of the manta ray.
No, you've got to say it. Da manta ray.
Domand.
Da manta ray.
You're wearing your cloak of demand. Ray.
To ray.
We're at the top of the round, and it is Eldith's turn. You know that dragon must be in the water, and it's upsetting the boat and has dumped you in. Combat has begun because the dragon has decided to attack you, and you are aware of its attacks. So I'm not going to give it a surprise round. What would you like to do, Eldith?
So using my scroll, is that a bonus action or is that my...
That would be your action.
That'd be my action. If I use that as my action, am I still able to cast Bless?
How long does Water Walk last for?
An hour.
Then it's a scroll, so you're not going to have to maintain concentration. So yes, you can cast Bless after but not in the same round.
Damn it! And sorry, just to clarify, so now that I have extra attack, that doesn't count as an action. That would only be if I was attacking.
Yeah, if you take the attack action, you get to attack twice.
Okay. I will use my water walk on the entire party.
Yep.
Just in case anyone else falls out of the boat, we don't sink into the
Do you have
water.
to touch them or no?
Up to 10 willing creatures you can see within range gain this ability for the duration.
Cool. Are you willing?
To float on water? Yeah.
It's to walk on water, not even float. Fogger already floats.
Great. Well, I can walk on water. I'm cool with that.
I am willing.
Are you willing?
sure.
Who doesn't want to walk on
I've got my manta ray thing, but sure, I'm willing.
Excellent. Yeah, you have cast it. You have your willing family members. And is there anything else you want to do with your turn?
So can I also take an attack action or that's pretty much it?
That's it. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I try to climb back on the boat?
That would be a move action. Yes, you may attempt to
Perfect.
move and climb back up onto the boat. You can hang onto the boat this round. You won't be able to climb into it.
Yeah, but I'm already standing on it. I feel like the surface of the water fighting there is probably a lot easier than staying on a boat.
Yeah. Oh, you're going to swim up and you're standing on the water.
Yeah, I'm just
Perfect.
gonna stand
Yeah,
on the
that would
water.
be perfect. You can do that. Okay.
How far away are we from the island?
60, 70 feet.
Well, yeah, I was gonna just like, see you later. Book it.
Don't they have to stay within a certain radius of you to keep water walk effective for them? As a
30
result, though, it is now Fogram's turn.
Cool. I have this cool thing called Lantern of Revealing.
Okay.
I would like to use it so that I can see where this dragon is.
What does it do?
Burns for 6 hours, shedding bright light on a 30-foot radius and dim light for an additional 30 feet.
Okay.
Because the water's black, right? So maybe it'll help us see. It's quite dark in here.
Yes, there's no light. You turn on the Lantern of Revealing. Can I see it?
It's more so designed for invisible creatures, but
Yes.
it should still help with regular visible light, though.
Okay. Where do you put the lantern?
Can we affix it somewhere on the boat? Maybe
Absolutely.
near the
Hang it from the mast?
Yeah.
Yes. Or hang it from the bow.
To the mast.
'Kay.
I think words. I don't know. That's my thought.
All right. You
Mast.
hang it from the mast. There we go. We're done.
Cool.
What else would you like to do?
I'm going to rage.
Okay. How do you get angry?
Beat my chest like a gorilla. And I look at Eldith like, oh, the water again. And then I get all ragey. I'm sick of water and wet and everything.
Okay,
It
cool.
messes my hair.
I just imagine like Foggy's like gently putting the lantern up and then like, oh, water.
Yeah, Fogram's mohawk is definitely not
It's
up.
wrecked.
That's probably what it was too. Like the mohawk flopped down in front of Fogram's eyes, and he's just
Hauls it back like a ponytail. Exactly. Yes. All right. Cool. And that was your turn, Melusine.
So now that I've had water walk cast on me, what happens to me?
You're swimming in the water.
Can I stand up?
You can choose to rise up to the surface of the water if you want to.
Yes, please.
Okay, that's your move action. You're standing on the water
Okay.
or sultrily laying on the water. I don't know how do you come out of the water to rise to lay up on the surface?
Like it kind of like rises me up, and then I'm really confused that I can now like press onto the water. So it's kind of like, you know, the beached whale like that like pushes themselves onto the land. And then
Okay, yeah.
and then I'm like kind of like laying on the water like a surfboard or something like that.
I would give you a gem if this wasn't the last game and you don't have 1,000,000. So what would you like to do?
Can I see the dragon now?
No.
Okay.
You may make a perception check to see if you can find the dragon, but that will be your action.
Who's the next person on my
Eldith. Oh, next person in the line is Tessakar,
Tessakar and then Oscar?
and then Oscar.
Okay. I'm going to give Oscar Bardic Inspiration.
Ooh, that's not a D6. That's a.
It's now a D8. Yeah. 'Cause
How do you inspire him so well?
with my flopping, I'm like, Oscar, save me.
How inspiring.
Wow, that is pretty inspiring.
Except I'll say it. Like,
I'm
better than
inspired by that.
I'll
That's pretty
say,
cool.
Oscar, save me.
His picture is like Ariel.
Yes.
I mean, that's what Melusine was going for, but it ended up being more beached whale.
That's cool.
Because she's a dwarf.
That's lovely. And that was your bonus action. What are you doing with your regular action?
Yeah. She is going to try to find the dragon.
All right,
to be
make
of
a perception
assistance
check.
And then say where it is. I'm going to roll with advantage. To help out others. Double 8s. Woohoo. So a 9. Uh-huh.
She know where that dragon is for sure.
It is not in the radius with which you can see, unfortunately. You know it's under the water, under the boat, but you cannot see it currently. It's hidden away. Tessakar, what are you going to do? Followed by Oscar.
Tessakar is going to shrug down his robe so that he's got like these almost like crop pants that he wears underneath his robe that no one has seen before because that's what he wears under his
Got
robe.
pantaloons.
I think everyone has seen them before, but
Okay,
anyway.
fine. Yeah, he's in his crop pants now and he dives into the water and kind of pencil dives, but feet first. So that way his head is still upright.
Okay.
And as he's diving in, he's scanning the water for the dragon. He dives right
All right,
beside the boat.
So you dive into the water and it's like hitting a springboard trampoline because you will have water walk
Oh.
on you and you stand on the top of the water. Boing.
As soon as a creature becomes submerged, the spell carries them to the target to the surface of the liquid.
Yeah. And in this instance, you don't even get submerged. It's just boing, and you stand there on the top of the water.
I can't choose to go under the water?
You can choose to not be under the effects of the spell anymore.
Can I pick it back up when I want to?
No.
Oh, well, that's
You have a choice.
okay.
I'm glad you dove feet first. Could you imagine diving head first and like breaking your neck on the top of the water? You're like, but that was a 4-foot dive.
Shoot.
It's totally like Tessakar got double bounced. It's like, whoa, what?
Can Tessakar see it at all? Do I have
No.
to perception check now?
Yes.
Okay.
And if that's what you want to do, that's your action.
Okay, I'll use that.
Okay.
I will perception check this.
Absolutely.
And I am also going to use...
Can I make an offer?
Yes.
You want to attack it, right?
Yes.
Okay, why don't you say, Kyle, I would like to use my action to wait for the dragon to be visible to me. And when the dragon is visible to me, I will use my reaction to do X.
Okay. Kyle, I want to wait for the dragon to appear,
Yep.
and then I would like to blast it with a couple of spells. So
How will
can
you-
I delay my action?
You can delay your action by spending your reaction to do that. Would you like to do that? Couple spells? You only get one. What spell do you want to do?
Well, it was because it was a bonus action spell and a regular thing. That was
What's your
good.
bonus action spell?
I was going to use Hex.
Okay, yeah, you can do that. And then what's your regular action spell?
Crown of Madness.
Is that a cantrip?
No.
You can only cast a cantrip alongside a bonus action spell. So while you figure that out,
Eldritch Blast.
Eldritch Blast. Okay,
An oldie but a goodie.
Yeah.
cool. What side of the boat did you jump down on? Are you standing next to Eldeth? Eldeth and Melusine, or are you on the other side of the boat?
Other side.
Okay, cool. Then you don't see the dragon rear up underneath Melusine and bite her.
Ah!
Thank you.
Can I use my reaction?
Yes. What would you like to do?
I will use my protection sacred oath because I wrote that down now so I know what it is. Which is when I see the creature attack another target within 5 feet, because I'm assuming we're right beside each other.
Are you?
I think so. We went in about the same.
Yeah, we went
Place.
into the
You're
water.
pretty close, but are you 5 feet from
Yes,
each other?
We are.
I feel currently like you might be 10 or 15 feet apart.
They're clearly 5 feet.
Don't worry, Marie Claire has.
I was going to say,
I've got 5.
Okay, fine. Yes. Chelsea says, no, they're not. The storyteller says, unfortunately, they fell apart from each other, too distant for Eldeth to manage to get off her reactive spell and cause damage when the creature bit deep into Melusine.
Hold up. No, they were right beside each other.
There's a new guy.
You're supposed to maintain the same character.
It's Mater from Cars.
I don't even know if I can pull that back out.
For the listeners at home, Chelsea's blushing bright red.
Having a mental breakdown.
This person has Mater from Cars drives into the Yawning Portal and explains how the story is wrong all along and how Lightning didn't get it right. And the storyteller accepts that, and the two are 5 feet away from each other. What does your reaction do?
It imposes disadvantage on the attack roll.
Okay, so this is a bite on Melusine. With a natural 3, I believe that is a failure, even though it is a total of 10.
Yes.
The dragon will now claw you twice.
Boo.
Earn.
15 hits or no?
Yeah.
It does? Then you take 11 slashing damage. And then the dragon submerges and swims away. Would you like to make an attack of opportunity?
With my longsword?
Yes.
All right.
I would offer an attack of opportunity to you too, Eldeth, but you've used your reaction.
Oh, nice.
What'd you get?
21.
That is a hit. What'd you do?
Nice.
Is that 10?
11.
Keep that going.
Okay. It is now Oscar's turn. The dragon has submerged and swum somewhere. You know not exactly where. It is out of your visual distance. What would you like to do?
Well, I kind of don't want to be around the water anymore. I feel like one of us needs to make a break for it to get to the island, but then I'll lose water walk.
Okay.
Or if we get everyone out of the water and we cast an electric spell on the water, it'll do double damage. Okay. All right, guys, we got a few things that we can do. We can either make a break for it to the island with all the jewels and treasures, draw the dragon out, or everybody gets back on the boat and we row it to shore. And if someone has an electric spell, we cast it on the water, thus not hurting ourselves, but only hurting the black acidy dragon thing.
Can't we do both those things? Get out of the water and blast it as we go to the island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say it's probably a good idea for everybody to get on the boat again.
I think we should get.
I don't know why I jumped in off the boat now.
Yeah, but if everyone's off the boat and we all have water walk, we can all just run for the
As a
island.
group, yeah, because then we only have to stay within.
Yeah. I was thinking of casting Find Steed, and then if I casted one big enough,
All of us could ride one pony.
yeah.
Will the horse have water walk?
Well, that's what I'm kind of curious about.
That's a good question.
Hey,
'Cause there's-
Kyle, will a horse have water walk?
Because right now I can't really do anything unless I see it.
Yeah, it's a prompt for
Same.
all of us, right?
Horse?
Or like
Water
some
walk.
sort of summoned steed.
Now, technically, under the rules, because it's not one of the willing creatures when you first cast the spell,
Oh.
it would not. But I don't care. It sounds really cool. If you want to cast Find Steed, whatever you cast that comes and appears before you will have water walk along with you, because that's cool.
It's magical.
So
No, it's cool. I don't care about magic. Magic has rules. Cool does not.
the thought that came up,
Okay, but I want Aaron's. What
Okay.
is Aaron's action going to be? Because now I know what you're going to do.
I'm actually probably going to hold my action just because I can't really. I'm still on the boat
Okay.
and I can't really do.
So there's
anything.
no such thing as hold action. You have to direct what your action is going to be and then use your reaction to do it.
Oh, okay. So the next time the dragon goes to attack someone, I'm going to use my reaction to attack it.
Can I color that to say the next time you see the dragon, you'll do something?
Yes,
And what is that thing that you will do?
I'm going to attack it.
With what?
My magical rapier.
So it has to be close enough for you to hit it with your rapier.
Yes.
You're currently on the boat.
Right.
Jump off the boat.
Do you not have a crossbow, or do you not have a weapon of some range or something?
throwing stars.
No.
I know somebody who does have a crossbow and is really shitty with it.
Hey,
So true, though. So true.
I'm like stormtrooper good.
That's funny.
You point it in the right direction.
Yeah.
Not force pike stormtrooper good. Like regular stormtrooper in it with a blaster good.
Okay. Here, have this. His name's Kevin.
I take Kevin from Fogram.
All right. Rename that crossbow soon.
Why? Kevin the heavy crossbow. It works perfectly.
It's kind of an ineffective and useless heavy crossbow. It's like the janitor of heavy crossbows.
It's like Kevin from the Minions.
Exactly. Kevins are never very good at things.
I love Kevins.
Really?
Macaulay Culkin Kevin? That's a great Kevin.
From Home Alone.
An 8-year-old kid
Oh.
who can take care of himself? Yeah, I think so. Don't knock Kevin.
I will leave the name as Kevin.
So defensive.
I like the name
Your
Kevin.
next character better be goddamn named Kevin.
So I'll have the crossbow ready the next time the dragon appears.
Teskar standing on the other side of the boat saying, "What's going on?" But in Teskar's new radio show voice.
What's going on? Except that was terrible. What's going on? I don't know what
It's
that
way
was
too
either.
cool
Like,
for
why are
what's
you
happening.
flirting with Oscar?
How's
Hey,
it doing?
How's it doing?
How's it doing? That's what Tessakar says. You know, he's like Joey, but not
How's
quite.
it doing?
How's it doing?
Cool.
That's my move.
We are back up to the top of the round, and it is Eldith's turn. Eldith, what would you like to do?
Is the boat still moving? Does it have any
Yes.
sort of... Okay.
But you have to oar it. You have to row it in order to get it to go places. There's no wind in this cavern.
Wait, I can fix that problem, guys.
You were rowing the boat out earlier, but
Yeah,
you've
but now the
stopped,
dragon,
of
now we've
course.
stopped, yeah.
Yes. Eldith, what would you like to do?
So we've established I'm most likely going to summon a steed.
Okay.
Now, in here, it gives you an option of steeds you can summon, but it also indicates you can ask the DM for a specific creature.
I already had a creature in mind for your steed.
I was going to ask if I could have one big enough to carry all of us to the island.
Well, no, that would not be
Oh, good try.
viable.
I was going to ask
as
for like a
steed.
subterranean lizard.
Good effort.
You could carry.
Ask for Ogopogo.
Or
You could
dragon.
have a steed that can carry
2.
3 of you because you're all medium creatures, not small creatures, right? So because you're all medium creatures, you can only carry 2. Do you cast summon steed?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind that I take the color on this?
Not at all. Go for it.
Okay.
That was a mistake.
No, it's good.
No, you just
know
have
what?
this grin on your
I'm
face.
just really excited for what he comes
Give
up
him
with.
a chance. Give him a chance.
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales, a curated Dungeons & Dragons 5e game set in the Tales of the Yawning Portal adventure module by Wizards of the Coast. Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com or follow them on Twitter at badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.